What's good, everybody? This is another Skyloki production, and it's another house building guide for Conan Exiles. And this is my first attempt at a really big build. Not a massive build like some people, but big in terms of something that I'm able to do by myself. What we're looking at right here is some pretty lights in the sky, I guess. No, those are 5 of the temples. For the avatar gods in the game. I don't have Ymir yet, but as you can see, I'm real close to where the pirate ship in the middle of the desert is. My initial base is suspended off the ground, so there's no foundation pieces. It makes it harder for Purge to attack. Matter of fact, they run around the bottom looking confused when they come by to attack me. I have a significant amount of guards. Most are at least level 10, fewer are level 20. All of them have names, none are generic names. There I have my archers. This is the other point of attack. When the purge happens, if they try to get up there, that's because it's the other entrance to my base. Let's go check out the base initially and see what we think. Obviously, there's one way in on this side. Well, yeah, let's check these guys out. Arthur, Kent, Bruce Wayne, T'Challa. Yeah, I know, not very creative. Gold Dust. But hey, at least they've got names, right? Alright. This was the first part of the base I built. I didn't actually plan on doing all the rest, but it just kind of happened. I wanted to just have a simple little base. Some of the stuff that was in here I've moved. I had a lot of storage. Those are mostly all full still. Ironically, the big one's only about half full. Little sleeping bag. Level 3 bearer. They pretty much hold stuff. Okay, got a couple blacksmith stations. I don't know why I checked that. I'm kind of weird. But if you're watching this, you already know that, so it's good. Bunch of animal heads in there I still have to craft. Now we'll check out the top of this little thing real quick before we head over to the meaty part. I've got this little statue. It lights up at night so people don't lose their way. How nice of me, right? It's actually a Sand Queen boss that pops on the other side here, but I can't really... They'd have to cross the chasm in order to get to me. Tony the Tiger. Pinky. Now, some people might think Pink Panther, but that's not my intention. They were all... I had 4 of them. They were all named after the ghosts from Pac-Man. Yeah, there's Inky. So I had Blinky and Clyde, but they ended up dying in the last purge. Got it lit up so you can see what it looks like, or you can see your way up. And now let us check out the other side. This is the first time I've actually built a map room. That was that big circular thing that was just below me. Yeah. It's actually kind of useful. There's obelisks throughout the map, and sometimes, or when you have a map room like that, you're able to... Oh, this glitched for me. Sometimes it does that, and I don't know why. It could be poor signal or whatever. This is my initial crafting station. I've got some of the jobs here. There's a little glitchy again. But yeah, the map room, there's obelisks, and with that map room you can warp to different obelisks across the map, so you don't have to walk or run or ride your horse. There's a bunch of dead animals on that. I mean, you gotta decorate your hallway, right? There's a reason that I have this built the way I have it built. If a purge were able to get up into the front door, each stage is set up for a massive fight, so I could grab one of my level 20 thralls, and me and my thrall can try to fight it out unless there's too many and they get past us. And then I'll make another map room real fast, because I think the moderators of my server are on break, so that a lot of the stuff decayed, so I'm going to help out the rest of our server. Make another. I've already put 2 down for everybody next to obelisks, so they can warp around easy. I don't want to put a 3rd one down. It's just the kind of person I am. But no, with the purge, yeah, each one of these things I've got set up so to where I've got plenty of room to fight, and if I get overwhelmed, I can flee into the next portion of the room. Or in some cases, you know, up the mountain. I don't know why I checked that guy. Salisbury shop. Little baby glitch. My bear is half in the ground. This is the temple for Mitra. Now I hit that, but I forgot that sometimes you have to pull it twice in order for it to bring it down, and usually I'll hit it twice, make sure it's coming down, and then I go grab my water. I've got a couple of those fountains throughout the place, so if I ever need water I can just drink, since I'm not close to a river or any body of water that's in the game. So we gotta wait on this elevator because it's kind of high up there. Now this is if enemies were able to figure out how to use elevators. I've got another little tactic up here. I've used it twice, one to a small degree here, and then once we go up again it'll be to a larger degree. But basically what I did was I made it this one's like a little baby maze where it's straightforward in some parts and then it breaks off there. What I didn't show is it could go in different direction, which ends up being a dead end, or it can come up here. Now this is my most highly protected place. This is where all my, you know, extra treasures are at. This is where my bed's at. This is where my private dancer's at. I think her name's like Shalika, a soft pillow or some crap. My treasure chest with all my gold, star, legendary weapons, all that. And about halfway done. We'll come up here. That was another treasure chest back there. Here's another temple. That one's the temple Jibba Jibba Jibba. That's all I know. I don't know what his real name is. See, now it's only glitching in certain spots, and not when I want it to. And again, you have to hit it twice. Sometimes you know, most of the time you only have to hit it once, but I think this glitchy is making it a little rough. Now this is the main way in to the top part of the base, and if you'll notice, I believe I'm going to rotate. Yeah, you can get off there, go in, but it's not to the main part. There's a trap. There's a trap. Finally you get up here. I still need to finish the ceiling. I need to finish some of the walls, but you get the gist. again. Notice more dead stuff on the walls, including the dragons and rhinos. And there's our last temple. And then in this room, I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet. But it's a nice looking room, so I would have loved to have been able to use that as a map room, but it's too small. Now we're going to head back down, and I'm going to do a bad thing and exploit my weakness for the time. Oh, this is the basement. You can really get trapped down, you know. Well, you can't get trapped, but I don't use it for anything. I'm going to exploit my build because I don't feel like walking all the way around. I do this way too much. Somebody's going to see eventually and catch on. But if I was on a PvP server, then this base could probably get annihilated. This isn't made for a PvP server at all. But for what it stands, you know, it's pretty big. It'll survive any purge, any level purge. I doubt they'll even get to this side. If there is a purge, most of it'll be over by the little hanging foundation, or the hanging base. The last couple ones I had, they were all down there. They weren't even up top right here. They don't come from that direction. I've had a couple of really high level ones that were hard. But there's one last thing I'll show you before we call it a day. And just kind of a view of what it looks like from afar. When I was building it, I really didn't expect much, but you look at it from here, it looks pretty impressive. You know, for somebody who's just trying to build a big build for the first time. So, nothing fancy, just, you know, straight up walls and foundations and ceilings, and trying to make something nice. There you go, Conan Exiles, my newest build. Sword Guard server. Sword Guard.